at a younger age are much greater than the thrill of drinking a beer. According to the U.S. Federal Trade Commission, when alcohol is consumed at a younger age, it greatly interferes with early adult brain development. This strengthens the potential for chronic problems, and as well as being more vulnerable to addiction, dangerous risk-taking behaviors, reduced decision-making ability, memory loss, depression, violence, and the suicide risk is also a lot greater. As David mentioned, that the deaths are postponed to age 21 in most fatal car accidents due to drinking. That would make sense since the legal drinking age is 21, and I don't believe that the majority of people disobey the law. As I also stated, how the brain is not fully developed. The part that isn't developed until the mid to early 20s is the prefrontal cortex. I didn't hear about that, how it's actually not developed till age 30. That's something new, but it's an interesting fact. According to the Regional Prevention Center, this part of the brain controls judgments, making people under this age much more susceptible to engage in risky behavior. The fact that alcohol also impairs judgment makes these risks especially dangerous when the brain is not yet fully developed. Fatal accidents are also much more likely to occur when a person under 21 is consuming alcohol. Alcohol use by those under 21 is related to numerous health problems, and fatal accidents not only involving them but the people around them are one of the main issues. Drinking for young adults affects them not only now but also later on in life. According to Mothers Against Drunk Driving, 95% of the 14 million million alcohol addicts in the U.S. began drinking before the legal age of 21. Again, this is why we have laws. Higher legal drinking age has led to less alcohol consumption in the past. In one of the most recent studies, researchers found that in 2011, 36% of college students said they'd engaged in binge drinking in the past 2 weeks, compared with 43% of students in 1988, which was the first year that the age 21 law was set into place. So clearly that shows that by putting laws into place, although it does take time, it does significantly reduce the percentage of young adults binge drinking. And although the binge drinking claim may seem logical, it is severely flawed. Binge drinking is a serious problem, but the data does not show that it has gotten worse since states raised their minimum drinking age. In fact, it shows the opposite. According to the University of Michigan's Monitoring the Future study, the number of 19 to 22-year-olds who consumed 5 or more drinks fell, as in the similar study, from 40.7% in 1984 to 38.1% in 2006. Also, in response to that example about Gordy, I believe, under 21-year-old who was found dead because nobody wanted to call the ambulance, that is a very tragic story. But again, we do have laws because we expect citizens to abide by them. Also, like I mentioned earlier, how you can call an ambulance if somebody is at risk of something that is alcohol related, causes like that will not happen anymore, and it'll be at a lesser risk of happening.